Tonight in New York, we come to Dumbo to check out the Esquire Apartment. This is a 6,800 square foot apartment, folks, so when you've got an elevator, who needs to take the stairs? Not me. We all know the expression, on a clear day you can see forever. Well, on a clear night, if you're in the Esquire Apartment, you can see just about all of New York City. We're in the so-called crow's nest with jaw-dropping views. They just don't get any better than this. The Freedom Towers behind me, of course, downtown Manhattan, midtown Manhattan. It's simply spectacular. But equally spectacular are the interiors in this apartment. Let's check out some of those now.
For 9 years running, Esquire magazine has created a lair that's unofficially known as the ultimate bachelor pad. For 2011, Esquire has set up shop in the Clock Tower building in Dumbo, smack dab between the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges. This historic building was erected in 1915 as a cardboard factory and was converted to condos in 1998. The top 3 floors, which contain the stunning 4-face clock that gives the edifice its name, were renovated just a few years ago and now feature a glass-enclosed elevator, as well as 4 14-foot diameter circular windows, the outsides of which feature the working clock's faces. This apartment is currently on the market for just under $25 million, which makes it the most expensive residential property for sale in all of Brooklyn. For a limited time, the magazine makes the apartment available to charities for special fundraiser events, including the City of Hope Party we'll be checking out later in the episode. Our tour starts in the main floor of the apartment, which is on the building's 16th floor. An open plan space that includes a kitchen, dining room, living room, and of course, a grand piano for impromptu concerts that you know will go well into the wee hours of the night. On the apartment's 2nd floor is the master bedroom, which was designed by Campion Platt for Xenia. My favorite feature here is the bed itself, a massive daybed covered in throws and pillows. Luxurious fabrics are everywhere, including silks, cashmeres, and superfine wool. Across away from the master bedroom is the home gym, which includes a saltwater aquarium. In my mind, the best part of the gym is the ensuite massage room, essential for a post-workout rubdown. Around the corner from the bedroom is the Esquire Lounge, which features a ghost-like projection of actress Margot Robbie, currently starring in the show Pan Am, as a muse dubbed Charlotte. This spectral creature glides effortlessly in and out of a steel sculpture that washes over the walls. The 14-gauge steel includes 5,500 feet of strips that ebb and flow throughout the space, leading up to another one of my favorite features in the apartment, a wall-mounted digital touchscreen jukebox, hundreds of thousands of songs available at the touch of a button. On the other side of the 2nd floor is the study. I'm not entirely sure that much studying would ever get done here, but I suppose the idea is to free the imagination. The focal point of this room is a work table with a flexible nylon top. When pressed and swiped, the table reacts with synchronized sound and lights. You know the Esquire man has to be pretty plugged in, and keeping him in touch with his friends, no matter how far-flung they might be, is a wall projection in the 3rd floor's so-called digital loft of their Twitter feeds and Instagram uploads. Another eye-catching feature of the digital loft is a projected clock by creative digital agency Luxurious Animals. Designed to be 50% scale of the apartment's 4 main clocks, this one looks out on a changing digital view of destinations around the world from Amsterdam to Dubai. The piece de resistance of the apartment is the crow's nest. To get up to this space, you'll have to take the stairs since the elevator only goes up to the 3rd floor. But the extra climb is well worth it. Here you'll find an 800 square foot deck that's half open, half enclosed, so you can use it all year round. High-powered binoculars bring you up close and personal with the cubicles of office buildings across New York Harbor, but you certainly don't need binoculars to see the Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Williamsburg bridges, which appear so close you could nearly reach out and touch them. All in all, it's one heck of a space. In fact, ultimate bachelor pad may be a bit of an understatement.
I have to say the apartment is spectacular, but what fun is a place like this if you can't share it with a couple hundred of your closest friends? Now that's more like it.
First of all, the view is amazing, and so are the clocks that actually work The space is just incredible, especially for being in New York. And the event, the cause is so great. So I'm really honored to be here.
25 mil, really? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. This place is amazing.
Man, it's incredible. I want to move in. How can you beat that view?
The minute I walked in and saw the place, I knew it really is the ultimate bachelor pad that defines man at his best.
I've already claimed the top room. I told everybody earlier, if you're planning on buying this place, you have a live-in house guest permanent.
My favorite room is, of course, the top room, which is a 360 view of everything. You can see everything.
The room with there's like a table, and it's like you can touch it and it makes noise. It's just an excuse to waste time. I love it.
What kind of an album do you think you'd record if you were living in this apartment?
Well, that's the thing. The music is always influenced by the surroundings. So it'll be a very posh, hip, modern type of album. You know, cutting edge, a lot of technology.
I love it. The textures, the lighting, the view. It's amazing. It's high-end. It's stunning.
So what do you think? Worth $25 million? I think so. In fact, let's start a fund. I'll put down $10,000. Who's with me? I wonder how many, I'm very bad at math, but how many would that be? I don't know. Do the math for me and email me, tweet me, New York Insider. Thank you so much to City of Hope for hosting us tonight, to Esquire for opening up this lovely apartment to all of us, and I hope you enjoyed this preview on New York Insider TV, the place where we bring you a taste of life on the inside.